Hello everyone, it's Mr. Punquist, maybe I'm Unbound, and today I want to talk a little bit about exotic kiosks in Destiny 2. So I am basing this whole commentary on an assumption that the kiosks will still be in Destiny 2. I cannot wait to be proven wrong when they aren't, and I look like a big old fool making this video, so feel completely free to laugh at me 10 months down the line when I'm totally wrong. So the kiosks are a pretty big part of Destiny ever since about the Taken King, when they were added. They're the main reason, in my opinion, Bungie hasn't added more vault space, since they act like a second vault for exotics. But I feel like they could go the extra mile with these kiosks for Destiny 2. I have two ways they could do that. The first way is changing up the exotic kiosks that they already have. Now, if you didn't know, any exotic you get, you can rebuy for the kiosk for an exotic shard and some glimmer. Two big problems with this, in my opinion, is that they start at light level 320 and they come upgraded. Now, honestly, I can deal with them coming unupgraded, that's fine. It's like finding a new exotic, it makes sense. But what I would really like is if they came at either faction package light level 390, or that you could just buy them fully lighted, which I don't know if that's a word, but fully light leveled up is what I'm trying to say, for some extra shards. This is honestly just for time saving, because once you get your max light level, you really could argue that you don't need to have them fully light leveled. You could just infuse, trash it up since everything drops at 400, but you lose out on legendary marks, which we don't know what they're going to be like in Destiny 2. These legendary marks should be doing a lot more things that we don't know yet, which we don't want to be wasting on exotics and exotic kiosks. And having to re-level them up and having to buy them at a lower light level and find stuff to like infuse them slows down the game. It keeps you from that raid, it keeps you from that nightfall, it keeps you from that heroic strike grind. You can't play the game if you're looking around in your vault for old weapons that are 400 that you could get rid of and infuse into your exotic. So I'd like to see them either replace it to 390, which would at least make it closer. Maybe you can infuse it with other stuff or make it easier that way. Or you could just straight up get rid of it and have it drop at the light level that is max, or whatever light level you are at, just to make it easier for everyone who's just trying to grind your game like you want Bungie. You want people playing your game. It'd be nice if we could grab our exotics back and forth whenever we want. Especially because right now exotics take a huge part in my vault, just for the fact that they're 400 and they have an ornament, which also would love to see some sort of ornament, or I guess they're called shaders now in Destiny 2. Would love to see some sort of shader saver in the kiosk if that's possible. I don't know if it is, but it would be really helpful not to save exotics just to have them, just because they have a pretty color. Now, exotics are all fine and dandy and it makes sense because we've seen it before, but could you do it for legendary weapons? Well, since legendary weapons now have static perks, basically meaning that every legendary weapon is exactly the same, that would make it possible to have them in a kiosk. You could even maybe have a mod kiosk and a shader kiosk to keep those things there too. Although personally I'd rather have mods and shaders be, say, like locked into a weapon, so I wouldn't have to keep buying them over and over or finding them, however you get shaders and mods. Either way, you could have a couple of kiosks that hold all the legendary weapons, or maybe just all the weapons that are from the Vanguard faction and Crucible, just to make it easier, and all the other weapons, the outside weapons, like say the Hyrule Soldier and stuff like that, like the things you used to get from the Vanguard strikes, you would still have to keep. Either way, I think it's pretty clear that Bungie just wants to replace the vaults, or at least major things like the exotics, emblems, ships, etc. And I'm kind of fine with that, but if they are going to do that, want to just go full on and just turn everything into a kiosk and get rid of the vault completely. But if they do end up working around the vault problem with kiosks, I'd like them to work on the light level and maybe the upgrade method for getting them out there. Anyways, I hope Bungie is able to find a perfect medium, or maybe give us infinite vault space. Come on, Bungie, please. And this is Mr. Punquist, maybe I'm Unbound, signing out. I'll see you guys next time.